Have you ever wondered why some teams play defensively, but still manage to hit back and win the match out of nowhere? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most powerful styles in eFootball, long ball counter. In this video, we'll break down exactly how the long ball counter works. What does this counter-attacking style with long passes actually do? How do players move on the pitch? Which formations suit it best? And what are the pros and cons? If you're a beginner, stick around till the end. You'll definitely know how to use it like a pro. Player movement when attacking. When your team goes into attacking mode in a long ball counter setup, that's when things get real. You'll notice right away, your forwards start spreading out wide. No one's bunching up in the middle like in possession game. Everyone positions themselves in areas where long balls can be sent easily. It's like they're splitting up on purpose, just waiting for the moment to strike. This playstyle doesn't rely on short passing or slow buildup. It's about opening space and launching that long ball as soon as you see the gap. Wingers and second strikers will start moving early, making wide runs, breaking behind the line, or just hovering near the defense, waiting to sprint. The ball usually comes from central midfield. If your DMF or CMF has time, they'll play a deep through ball. If they're under pressure, they might pass it back to the CB, who will then launch a long ball to cut the game open. The game's AI will already push your attackers up automatically, and forwards will start making smart runs into space. Your job? Just spot the timing and send the ball with accuracy. Forget 6 to 7 passes like tiki-taka. This tactic only needs 2 steps. Win the ball, plus send it long. If the pass connects, boom, one-on-one with the keeper. So when you're playing long ball counter, you need to read the play fast and make that decisive pass. Miss the moment and the whole counter chance disappears in a flash. When defending, when your team switches to defense in a long ball counter setup, you'll notice something very different from high press or possession-based tactics. Everyone drops deep instantly. Attacking mids, wingers, even your strikers. The moment you lose the ball, they all start retreating together. And they don't stop until they're parked right in front of the penalty box. There's no pushing up, no aggressive pressing, no chasing the ball like in high-energy pressing systems. Because this tactic doesn't rely on stamina. It relies on tight defensive shape and discipline. The AI pulls players inward, closes gaps, and fills the middle of the pitch to deny through balls or quick breaks. You'll see your team form 2 solid lines, midfielders up front covering space and defenders sitting low guarding the box. In short, you're inviting the opponent to attack, then waiting for them to make the first mistake. The moment the opponent misplaces a pass, takes one bad touch, or hesitates, your team is ready to pounce and flip the switch into a lightning-fast counterattack. That's why long ball counter is so deadly. From the outside, it may look like you're being dominated, but in reality, it's a trap. You don't need 60% possession. You just need defensive focus and one perfect counter to flip the entire match in an instant. After gaining possession, this is the moment every long ball counter player lives for. The second you win the ball back, boom. The whole game flips from full defense to all-out counter in a split second. No pause, no turning back, no such thing as resetting the play. Everything is fast, direct, and ruthless. Your DMF or CB who wins the ball, they'll immediately look up and launch it forward, either a deep long ball or a deadly through pass to a runner tearing through space. The attackers, they're already on it. Wingers and strikers who were sitting back are now burning down the pitch, cutting behind the back line, not waiting for a short pass, they're calling for it deep. Why? Because the opponent's defense hasn't had time to reset, and in this exact moment, one pass can create a clean shot on goal. If you've played this tactic before, you know how it goes. Counterattacks in this system are lightning fast. If your pass is sharp and your forward reads the timing, it's an easy breakaway. That's the beauty of long ball counter. It doesn't care about playing pretty, it plays to hurt. You get a chance, you hit it hard, no hesitation. After losing possession, in the long ball counter tactic, when you lose the ball, Don't panic. This system isn't built for pressing right away. Instead, it instantly switches into retreat mode. Every player, midfielders, attackers, even wingers, they'll immediately sprint back to their own half. No chasing the ball, no pressing, no fouling. Just one command. Get back fast. It's like the AI shouts, "All right, pack the defense, now." Everyone drops deep to get back into shape as quickly as possible to form a solid line before thinking about winning the ball again. This tactic wasn't made for high pressing. It's not about winning the ball back in 2 seconds like gegenpress. It's a thinking man strategy, one that's all about structure and positioning. Once everyone is in place, the opponent will struggle to break through. That's when the trap is set, and we wait to hit them on the counter. So if you're using this tactic in game, don't chase after the ball when you lose it. Let the game auto-reset the defense. Wait for the AI to drop the line back. Then, look for a chance to win the ball smartly. That's what makes long ball counter so unique. It doesn't use stamina. It uses time, discipline as its weapon. Formations that work well with long ball counter. There are several formations that suit the long ball counter strategy, but the recommended ones are 4-2-1-3, fast wingers with solid defensive support. 4-3-3, both wingers push forward quickly. 4-2-2-2, two strikers and two wide midfielders offer great flexibility. 5-3-2, very solid defense with quick counterattacking potential. 4-5-1, controls the midfield while waiting for the right moment. Choose a formation that fits the players you have. Your attackers should be fast, your midfielders must pass accurately, and your defenders need to be disciplined. How to make it work. The key moment, it's when your opponent makes a mistake. When they misplace a pass in midfield, you need to intercept and launch your attack immediately. No hesitation, no delay. The long ball must be accurate, your forwards must run, and there should always be at least 1-2 players making supporting runs. Weaknesses to watch out for. But of course, this tactic isn't flawless. Here are some downsides you need to be aware of. Heavy defensive focus. If the counter doesn't work, you'll be under pressure constantly. Requires precise long passing. If you miss too often, momentum breaks. Hard to recover when you're behind, not built for dominating possession. Needs the right players. Poor fit equals poor results. Summary. To wrap it up, long ball counter is all about sitting deep and hitting hard with long passes. It's perfect for players who like fast-paced action, don't want to hold the ball too long, but rely on sharp accuracy and smart off-the-ball movement. If you play it right, it works brilliantly. Thanks for watching until the end. If you want to learn more tactics, go ahead and check out this next video. See you in the next one. Take care.